Hello, and welcome back to Calamity Canyon, a map by renderXR. Last time, I had made it to the entrance of Dungeon 1, Dodgestone Cave, and it said that we would continue there next time, and I've since changed my mind. I decided with only 2 torches, and this is an open world map, and even if I did complete the dungeon, I don't know where to bring the wool, because I don't know where the monument is yet. I decided that basically I was going to play things different. I also thought of a couple other things that I wanted to do. And so first among those is to get the rest of my stuff and bring it back to the ender chest that is right at the spawn point of this map. And the second thing is, at the spawn point of this map, there was also a bunch of netherrack lit on fire, and it occurs to me that I could use that as some torches, kind of in the short term as well. And so I'm going to grab some of those. Ooh, okay, he dropped zombie flesh as well. And I think it's also the case that spiders typically drop flint in renders maps. And so I definitely want to check that out and be more aware, but that is where I'm going to bring stuff back to. Oh, and I think that might be more coal over there, and I actually desperately need more coal. And so I'll go grab some of that as well. Can I fit all of this in my inventory? I believe that I can. So let's do this. Thank you. All right, we picked that all up. My inventory still has space. I don't know that I'd need the redstone torches for anything. I'm going to leave one of them there. Not everything fits in the ender chest, so I just set down another one of the chests that I'd picked up to put some things down here. But for example, we have some netherrack right here. And so I could pick this up and take it with me and use it as a thing that I could light a little bit later on. And so I think I'll do that. And I think, how much of this do I want to take? I think just a couple of pieces for now is probably good. And then I also, this thing has mending on it, so I can reheal it. But I'm going to go ahead and light that back up so it's kind of lit back up the way that it was. I was trying to think about where the monument might be, and that place looks like a good possibility. It's very pretty. It has lots of light around the outside of it, and so I was thinking if I wanted to try to find the monument early on so I knew where I was going, that would be a good place to go, and it does look like maybe we can just kind of walk around over there, and so let's try to go that way. But first things first, I do want to get a little bit more coal, so I do have the ability to have some more torches. And it occurs to me, I've not seen any skeletons yet on this map. And something else that Render has done in the past is made it so that skeletons don't spawn in the initial area, because he thinks that they can be kind of like unfair right at the outset of the map. And I am guessing that Render has done that again on this map as well, based on what I've seen so far. I was trying to preserve a bit of my pick. Okay, with 8 pieces of coal, I could make another half stack of torches. So that'll be good for now. And actually, I might be able to get some sticks just from these things. There we go. There's a couple of sticks. Great. And so if there's some more, yeah, there's going to be more of these little shrubs along the way. I think I'll be able to get sticks rather than going back to where I left my wood, and so we can do that. So yeah, I think Render has turned off skeletons in this area. I imagine it's just the case that skeletons in this area near the spawn point just get teleported into the void immediately after they spawn. And yeah, obviously he's changed the loot tables on these mobs. And obviously the hunger system is different as it was in Render's previous maps. And I think those are all the major changes. Is this clay over here? I imagine it is not stone, but it's definitely a different color than the sand that's over here. It is indeed clay, isn't it? No, what is that? Oh, light gray concrete powder. Concrete powder. I don't know a lot about concrete powder. It's one of the newer items from 1.12, I believe. And I think you can pour water on it and it turns into a hard, solid block. And I think possibly you can craft it with sand and gravel and a color of dye. Are the things that I might be remembering about it, if I'm remembering correctly. And I think that's maybe the extent of everything I may or may not know about it, and that may or may not be true. I'm sure I've just like watched an Etho video about it at some point in the past, and that's where I'm trying to dredge things up from my own memory. So you can let me know if I'm right or wrong, or perhaps we'll have the opportunity to experiment with it later in this map. But 1.12 is a version that I really haven't played at all. Oh, crap! I thought at some point there was a zombie sneaking up behind me, and then didn't hear him or see him a couple of times, and just kind of decided he wasn't, and that was a bad decision. And I might as well be doing crits, because there's no penalty for jumping since we don't have normal hunger in this map. And that'll help get me an extra half a heart of damage each time I'm hitting this guy. Alright, that is great. And... okay, you I need to get away from, and I can't, right? Because now I'm slow because I just ate some of that delicious stuff. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do... crap. Okay, there we go. I was trying to light the creeper so that he's gonna... there we go. Do that. Great. Finally managed to succeed with my intention. Okay. This place still looks pretty safe and peaceful, and looks like the type of place that might house a monument. I see that there's like a little balcony up on the top, so we definitely want to try to get up to the second floor balcony, and then I can imagine that there's things out of the side, but it's also possible that this is a dungeon that's going to try to kill me. So let's be wary of that possibility as well. And I've managed to collect enough coal, or sorry, enough sticks to match my coal. So I'm going to do that. And... okay. Just making sure there's nothing hidden under the stair. I've never looked... this is a mushroom island. Okay, this makes me think this is the monument. I'd forgotten to look at the biomes anywhere in this map. When I first spawned into the map, before the train loaded in, it was raining. And it's not raining here, and so I imagine it's probably desert or desert hills for most of the rest of the area. Yeah, this is still Mushroom Island. Is this also Mushroom Island out here? It is. Okay. Oh, and this is the monument. Okay, terrific. Goal reached. Monument discovery. Okay, sure, we'll just dump off some sand and some feathers. Great. Let's check out the monuments. So there are 7 different types of blocks, the emerald block being a bonus block. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different colors of wool. And so it looks like we do not have white, light gray, dark gray, or black. And what other color is missing? It's not immediately obvious to me. Brown. And I think render sometimes refers to those colors as the tone wools. So that's a nice way to do things if you're going to have 11 rather than 16 monument thingies. And over here... that is red sand. And is this the other color of concrete powder? Brown concrete powder. Okay, great. Starting to learn what some of these blocks look like. So that's a nice way to have something look kind of like soil, but not be soil. And over here... oh, journey day 4. We've discovered an illuminated temple on the bank of a lake. Lake, you say? The most notable is the monument-like artifacts. Sorry, monument-like build with artifacts on pedestals. One of the other miners is dead set on taking them, knowing they'll fetch a high price, but I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, so someone stole all the artifacts, I guess is the idea. Okay, sure. I get it. And so we have to bring them back. There's still a balcony up there, and I still want to see if there's ways to go higher up in here. And yeah, even though it's a mushroom island, it's still the case that there could be spawners hidden in this building somewhere. So let's be prepared. This is just kind of a beautiful area where you can view actually quite well all of the things that you've gotten. So I have none of them, but this will be a good place to look. So on the bank of a lake, I guess there's our spawn point over there. Yes, the lake obviously has turned to fire. And it doesn't seem like there's any easy way to get up farther. What are the chances that there's something up there? I think the chances are actually pretty good. But I am going to choose not to bother going up there right now. I also wonder, just the way that this is set up, I could totally imagine that when you like place a monument block, one of these comes back to life and like grows a tree or something as like a part of the reward, just the way that this is set up. It could just be that this is just the look of the place. I don't know why that just popped into my head, but I could imagine that happening. In any case, hopefully eventually we'll get a wool and we'll be able to find out. So I still want to check out what biomes are back outside. So let's run back down this crazy spiral staircase. And let's make sure there aren't any creepers or other mobs immediately sneaking up. Mesa. I see, that kind of makes sense. And another thing I'm curious about is on places like this where it's very low, if I was going to have a falling trap, like that's the type of place that I would put it, so that if you ever did have a water bucket or a lava bucket, like it would eventually go down there and trigger the sand to be like some kind of falling trap or something like that. But I guess that's not happening just yet, or not happening right there in any case. And then I really want to kill a spider and have him drop some string, because there is an achievement related to it. But yes, he just dropped a flint instead. The string would be great for a bow. That was another thing that made me not want to go ahead and tackle a dungeon at the start of this episode, was the idea that I might be able to get myself a bow, and that could be super terrific. Finish this guy off. Oh, he dropped... Okay, this guy dropped a book. He dropped a book with sharpness 1. Okay, so that really suggests that we are going to get anvils somewhere. So let's try to get a better look around this place. I see what appears to be some kind of light over there in the hillside. And yeah, there's lots of possible ways to go, but I guess since that's the first thing I see, let's head over there to start. I can sprint all I want because I don't have to worry about hunger in the usual sense. That is going to be very high up, but I do have a lot of sandstone, and I can always farm up more blocks if I need to. Oh, there's more wood over here too. Yeah, so it definitely seems like as you explore the map, you'll kind of slowly be able to accumulate more resources, and especially blocks with the creepers with this crazy weapon. And so I think I'll gather a few more blocks like that, and then we can possibly like make a sand tower in order to get up to that ledge where I thought I saw some light. Okay, one of these zombies just dropped experience bottles as well, so that's interesting. So that's another one of the rare drops that some of the common mobs have. Alright, so we're learning a little bit more about the loot tables. I'm not going to bother grabbing the wood right now. I don't think I need it for anything. And yeah, I think I'll go ahead and switch to the sand on the bar and just see if we can find our way up here. It looks like there's like a mound here of some different color, which makes me think that there might be a spawner here, but I guess not. And no one else is really sneaking up on us. So let's just try pillaring up over here. Okay, there's more coal up here. Is it trapped in any way? Doesn't appear to be. Nothing's falling on me. No one appears to be spawning. I'll go mine that up shortly. Okay, there is a chest. Still nothing too trap-worthy. Oh, hello. Let's see. Darn it. Darn it. Quit taking damage. Ah! You set me on fire! You're so mean! Alright, I'll go ahead and eat one of my mushroom stews. There's lots of mushrooms around. That'll just kind of speed things up. Then we'll top things off with some more rotten flesh. I want to take a peek in here and then see what's in this loot chest. Alright, we'll go ahead and grab one of those. So, I think I see a chest in more of the cave. It's rather dark in here. Okay, and there's a spawner. So I think what I'm going to do is just put that down right now. I'm still slowed from the zombie flesh. One zombie is not bad, so I can kill him off. Okay, got some more feathers. Let's check out what's in this chest. I don't think it could be trapped. Ooh, that is a lot of nice stuff. Thank you very much, Render, for the nice things. All right, that's great. Let's go ahead and switch that there. That's a better weapon. We got some more food. We got a lot of torches. And we have the materials to get even more torches. And do I think any of this will be trapped? I'm ready to run if that possibility presents itself. Okay, so I don't think that this is a dungeon since there's no dungeon label in this area. So I imagine it's just this is a little loot side area kind of place, maybe? Let's go ahead and try to light this up better. Okay, there's the zombie spawner. I'm just going to leave it lit for the moment. And yeah, this still presents potential challenges because I don't want to lose all my stuff falling in the lava. So I think I could use the blocks in the long run anyway. I'm going to carve a safer way through here. Sounds like there's probably going to be another zombie spawner through here. So we'll back off and kill a few zombies if we need to. Yes, this is a very dark colored block that I'm digging through right now, and so it's very difficult for me to see exactly what's going on. All right, using up a fair amount of pickaxe here. Hey, guess what? I found the zombies, and it's mostly kind of lit in the area where they're at. I wonder if I can coerce them to come chase me across. Yeah, there we go. And then I could just knock them into the lava since I don't really need their drops. I think that will work. Let's see where they pathfind to. Yeah, this will totally work. Hiya! Hiya! Great. And hiya. Okay, with that done, I think I can run over there and light up that spawner, and I guess that's that like glowstone behind those. What are they called? Trapdoors? Ah, darn it, we spawned another zombie. All right, well, that's fine. Oops, I was gonna use this. Okay, there we go. This should be sufficiently well lit, I think, that no one is going to spawn. So I won't worry about breaking the spawner. I'm going to try to leave a number of zombie spawners up near the beginning of the map, and then if I do ever want to just farm tons of zombie flesh, then I will be able to choose a spawner that will be an appropriate place to farm if I ever need to do that. And I guess I could farm them for other loot as well, since the zombies do have some other rare drops. I don't know if Render has any kind of system to protect the player from doing that. It might be the case that only natural spawns have the rare drops, and the ones that spawn from spawners actually have their own loot table that doesn't include the rare drops is another possibility. Oh, there's a dungeon entrance over here. Which dungeon is this going to be? I will read about it. Dungeon 3, Arid Heights. Okay. Okay, I just heard a zombie drop, so let's get out of our inventory. And not sure where the zombie is. Gonna go ahead and move this back over there. Okay, there is the zombie. And, oh boy, okay, found a skeleton. First skeleton of the map. All right, so skeletons do exist. And I think he spawned from a spawner. And I don't need bones. He could drop a bow or an arrow or something like that, but I don't have a shield. So I think it's probably wise to go ahead and back off from here. Okay, so we got some good loot. We found a new dungeon. Let's continue to explore the overworld. Okay, what are the chances I can find where I pillared up? This looks like it. Oh, there's like a staircase around here. Arid Heights. I bet you're going to be kind of climbing and going around the inside and the outside of this place and kind of swiveling around back and forth, I think is what I'm reading from the dungeon based on the name and based on what I just saw above my head. And there's light coming from underneath this cactus, is there not? Oh, it's not that it's light, it's just that it's a different color block because it has to be on sand in order for the cactus to be placed. Got it. Okay, interesting. My inventory is relatively full, so I'm going to drop some stuff back off at the ender chest in the monument. From looking out at the monument, there is the spawn point. Dungeon number 1 is over there. Dungeon number 3 we just found over there. I can imagine possibly, since there's kind of a big wall over here, that it might be the case that it's like Dungeon 1, Dungeon 2, Dungeon 3, and it's going to kind of spiral outwards over in this direction as time goes on. It's just a guess. I don't have enough data to really go on, but I was just thinking about that. I think I'm going to continue heading out in that direction and see what else we can find. Ooh, this zombie is carrying a sword. I decided to switch my Advanced Infernizer, that's what it's called, to the 1 slot. I think it will do me a better job there, and I think let's do that. Oops, alright, didn't manage to hit the zombie with him. But I'm happy to gain some more blocks from the creepers, and I'm happy to keep this zombie at bay until he eventually dies from fire ticks. Haha, there we go. Sadly, he did not drop his sword. Oh, he did drop a sword. Iron sword, wow. Okay. So that is another possible, hello creeper, another possible drop. Can I use this creeper to kill somebody else? I'm just kind of having fun with this idea. Let's try it. I think the zombie's not going to be close enough. Yeah, okay, you can only hit him back. It seems like the knockback knocks guys back, I don't know, like 10 to 12 blocks or something. Maybe not even that far. So I'm just trying to anticipate how I can best take advantage of this weapon, which is, it's a very fun weapon. So Render already compliments on the design of this weapon, and I'm glad that I happened to find it. I mean, it is very near, I left the stick here. It is very near the beginning of the map in a place that's relatively obvious to find, but I'm glad I chose to look there and find it early on. because it's definitely way better having this weapon at the beginning of the map than not having it. I should also be careful. I've been breaking things like mushrooms and, well, I don't know that I've broken any mushrooms, but I've broken the dead shrubs rather willy-nilly. That looks like a lighting glitch. And it could be the case that there could be sand traps anywhere in this desert. And so every time I break a shrub like this, it could be setting off a falling trap. And so I need to be more careful about choosing to do that. And really at this point, I don't need the sticks. So I should simply choose not to do that for the moment. So yeah, I can definitely see some bridges up there. So I imagine the goal of dungeon number 3 is going to be up there. There's kind of like a little bump over there. So I guess let's head in that direction. I love an open world map from the point of view that you just get to explore the interesting terrain and see what you can find. So I'm definitely digging that on this map thus far. And I'm also happy that, I don't know if you can call it intuition when you see this beautiful, well-lit up thing to think, oh, that might be the monument. But I'm happy that my intuition, as it were, turned out to be correct in that particular instance. And so I'm wondering if any of my other intuitions will also turn out to be correct. And yeah, I guess every once in a while, just to like deal more damage, I could just like finish guys off with the axe. Just that there's such a limited resource at the moment. And I don't need to fight every guy I see. I can also just run away and use my knockback and just try to move quickly. Okay, this zombie hasn't seen me yet. Looks like there's a building over there, so let's go check that out. And I do feel a little bit better standing on the clay. Oh no, it's not clay, right. It's this kind of crazy packed sand, whatever it is. Okay. I might have set up a spawner inside that building, but in any case... Yeah, I'm worried about, with this weapon, accidentally setting a block on fire, like that, for example, and then that also causing a block update. It's not usually the case that I'm using a weapon that would cause a block update accidentally if I'm not careful. So it's just another thing for me to have to think about at the moment. And I guess I hadn't set anything on fire. This is also a nice temporary source of light anywhere you need it. Hadn't really thought about that since it has mending. It's unlikely to get used up. And so I can use this as a temporary light source, and that sand is still on fire over there, so despite being temporary, it lasts for a pretty good long time. Okay, and now it finally burned out. I don't know what the average, like, mean time for a block that's not supposed to be on fire to burn out is. I'm gonna run past the spiders. Okay, I saw somebody spawn there. There's some more wheat there. And I hear a witch, and I'm gonna get out of here. I think there's still a witch in there, and getting hit by poison from a witch would basically go through almost all of my zombie flesh. And so I would prefer not for that to happen yet. And so I think I'm gonna come back to that building after I think it's likely that the witch is despawned, assuming that she is just a random spawn as opposed to something from a spawner. And instead I'm gonna just try to head in a different direction and see if I can find something else interesting in the map to go inspect. Okay, looks like there's something down here somewhere. So let's try to get to a safe place to kind of stand back and inspect that a bit more. Okay, I feel reasonably safe around here. It's a good idea for me to not light up the whole map, so that we kind of end up with most of the map as kind of a surface honeypot where monsters might spawn, so that I don't have too many monsters kind of spawning all in one spot. I see a fire over in the distance there, but we'll have to explore that in a little bit. I think I just saw a skeleton spawn and then get teleported into the void. I still have some... sure, let's do this. Great, I still have some slowness. Okay, it's worn off from eating some zombie flesh to heal up. Found ourselves some more blocks. Found ourselves some more damage from a falling creeper, which suggests that there might be a creeper spawner up on top. So I should circle around on top before I go downstairs. I will head there, but I also see, I think, cobwebs and a fire over there, and something very interesting looking over there. So that's something to head towards shortly. All right, 5 more seconds of slowness by the time I get over here. I said I was going to go on top and look for a creeper spawner. So let's wait for the slowness to wear off. There we go. And let's try to get up top. See if there is a spawner. A bunch of mushrooms. not seeing a spawner, so I might have just gotten unlucky. Alright, I will go ahead and light a bit more up so that it's less likely for monsters to spawn and fall on my head there anyway. And, okay, I do see a spawner over here. And I hear a number of zombies still kind of sneaking up on me. Well, maybe just one zombie. Alright. I might have a little bit too much of the, I don't know, panic stress of the previous map still in my brain. And I need to readjust a little bit. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, only managed to get a little bit of damage on the zombie there. And it occurred to me there could be a creeper spawner on top of this as well, actually. I should check that out. Yeah, there's definitely either coal or stone on the top, it looks like. Alright, let's check out the possibility that there's a creeper spawner up top here. Gonna branch out from a few blocks away, just in case there is. Zoop. And what do we got? We got coal. And I don't see any signs of a spawner here. Alright, and the coal is nice. It seems like there's a fair amount of coal around, and I'm kind of worried about the trade-off between me having a bunch of coal and me having a decent pickaxe. So I think I lost track of where the spider is. Hey spider, where you at? There you are. I think rather... And I've killed a bunch of spiders by now, and I still haven't gotten any string, so I have a feeling that we don't get string from killing spiders. Or if we do, it's a very rare drop. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, basically pickaxe is in short supply, so let me mine fewer blocks, including coal. And instead, let's try to peek inside here and see if this is going to be a numbered dungeon. And I can leave a few sand blocks behind, that's okay. So let's dig through here. I don't think I'm in immediate damage, or sorry, immediate. That's creeper spawner, I don't care about it. We'll go ahead and use the pickaxe. Oh, is that all that's here? There's stone. Except for it might not be stone, it might be what he calls. And another creeper spawner. It might be good to have one creeper spawner somewhere that I could keep it under wraps. Now, what are the possibilities? It does seem to be stone. Okay. So this might just be a resource area. And I see a piece of iron over there as well. Okay, that gives me a reason to want a furnace. There's still a good possibility that something in here could be a trap that's going to explode. And I also see some falling sand possibilities right here at the doorway. I only see one bit of it, but I wonder if there's lava. Oh, yeah. I think the trap would be lava falls here. Should I just set off the trap? I'm not sure if this means that I will lose the resources, but I'm going to try setting off the trap by doing that. Okay, some sand fell, and then what? I don't see anything else updating. Was it just a mistake that there's sand there, or was the sand there just intended for me to see the falling sand particles and be worried about the possibility of a trap? Or is there a spawner in the ceiling that I still haven't set off? In any case, that seems safe for the moment. If there was going to be one block trapped, it would probably be the iron block. Doesn't seem like the iron block was trapped. And then I've tested a lot of the stone that's not silverfish. So let's try to grab... I'm not going to be greedy and go for all of it. And actually, yeah, any that are on the ceiling could also cause falling sand or lava or something. But we'll grab some of it and take it back home, and that makes me feel a lot better about my possibilities moving forward to be able to use stone tools. Hey, Creeper, blow up a zombie for me. Ha! Okay, dropped off some inventory at the monument. Let's go try... Is this anything? That's a different type of block. Is there an entrance over here? Doesn't appear to be. I wonder if there's anything inside of there. I want to go check out the fire that we saw over in this direction. Right, I saw fires over there. There's actually a few of them. And it looks like more red sandiness over there. And so I think let's head over there next. Just ignore the zombie. I think even with slowness, I can outrun him. Oh, and sprint jumping. Ooh, there's something cool looking over here. Look at that. That's cool looking, right? Looks like it's more of this crazy spider-webbed area. So maybe it's more of what I was seeing kind of like through the pillars over there. And then I want to at least kind of cycle around this way and see what else comes into render distance. Like I could just turn up my render distance, but I think it's kind of more fun. Okay, that's an interesting new block. I guess it's red sandstone that we haven't seen before over here with the red sand. Let's add a little bit of light. Oh, neat! I can do things like this over here. That's cool, and I can even run enemies through these fires, because these fires will, like, last forever. So, yeah, the nether rack in this area gives me... Okay, there is a zombie spawner in there that I did not originally see. It is right there. Okay, great. And now there's a bunch of monsters here. So let's do something like this. Gonna light that up. Still worried about falling sand traps. Oh, there's blazes. Hi, blazes. I don't have a shield. I don't have any way to deal with the blazes. The blazes might set that wood on fire, so I want to avoid being near that wood. Oh, you see this circle of mushrooms? That has got to be a secret. Just in case it was not obvious. Mushrooms in a circle. That says dig in the middle of the circle. Most definitely. And so the blazes, I think, are far enough out of range that they're not coming after us anymore. And let's see. I have at least one block over here that I can stand on in case this is going to be some kind of falling trap as opposed to a treasure and a secret. Aren't you dead yet? Okay, great. And... okay, it didn't fall. Oh, crap. There was a crazy sound. I think that's a Minecraft, like, random cave sound or something. But there's a piece of iron here. Is it just one? No, it's more than one. Okay, so we found a secret. It played a cool sound. I can pick up these mushrooms now, because I don't need to use the mushrooms as a secret finding thing, and iron is extremely valuable, so I'm going to go bring that back to the monument. Ah, darn it, I see another witch over there. I wonder what the drops for witches are. I don't think it's the case that you can change their drops in terms of potions that they're drinking. Like, even if you change loot tables, I think it's still going to be the case that a witch who's on fire is going to drink a fire resist potion, and if you kill the witch at that moment, you will end up gaining the fire resist potion that she drops. And so I'm kind of tempted to try to light the witch on fire and see if I can go kill the witch and get a potion drop from her. But I'm also worried about taking a potion to the face and losing a bunch of... you know what I could do? I could soften her up with a creeper, maybe. Can I do that? Probably not, but let's give it a quick try. Oh, crap. Nope. Okay. There were blocks in front of where the creeper was. I was trying to hit him over in that direction. The witch was kind of far away anyway. All right, witch, where'd you go? There she is. Does she see me? No? Let's see. Okay, let's set her back on fire. Let's set her back on fire. And she drops sugar. Okay. Well, that didn't tell us a whole lot, but at least I managed to kill her without taking a bunch of damage. So we can be happy about that. Many of these little mounds have had spawners on them or in them. So I just want to kind of stand here and look around and see if this is spawning anything. It doesn't appear to be. Okay, let's head back towards the blaze spawner and the zombie spawner that we saw over here and see if we can get a little ways further into this area. I'm curious about what the blazes might drop. If I light up a bunch of the area around the blaze spawner, it will make it slightly more difficult for them to spawn and may give me a possibility of only having one of them spawn. I still don't have a bow and arrow. Let's do this. let's do that. I don't remember exactly where they had spawned. Yeah, I don't remember exactly where they had spawned, and so not sure how to find that again easily. Oh, there's one again. It's up near, I guess, that tree, which hopefully I haven't just set on fire, because I would like the wood. Oh boy, now we got a baby zombie to deal with. Here's another possibility that I never thought about before. If I do this, will the baby zombie run through the fire? No, the baby zombie is too smart to do that. Mobs, why'd you have to go and get smart? The game was so great when you guys would just like pathfind right through a fire. Yeah, okay. So that zombie did go through it for a minute, and it might just be because their pathfinding like only updates, I presume, like once a second or something like that. Yeah, so I managed to set him on fire that way. So I'm just trying to guess. I don't know enough about exactly how the game actually works, but I'm guessing mob pathfinding doesn't check all of the blocks around the mob every tick. It only does it like every 1 or 2 seconds, and so if you update the blocks around them, the mobs won't notice for a couple of seconds. And so as a result, if you set the fire right in front of them, they'll end up walking through it because they haven't seen the fire yet. I think is probably how it works. Hey, there's some more sand blocks over here, and I'm taking silly fall damage. Alright, I'm doing a lot of speculating about Minecraft physics, which I know some people enjoy, but at the same time, I'm walking away from my goal, and this has been very slow, so let's try to skip ahead. I am curious to know if there's anything inside of this. I guess that's actually a rather strong blast-resistant... Oh! There is something inside of it, and it's a creeper spawner. Hello. Hey, buddy. Why don't I just put that in there, and I'll come back to that later, when I don't have to deal with the creeper. Interesting. So, I walked over that once before and failed to notice it. Have I failed to notice something similar, like on other ones of these now, I wonder? Okay, there's a zombie spawner right over here. I think it's sufficiently well lit that we don't have to worry about it anymore. There is a blaze spawner somewhere around the tree here. I'm not sure exactly where. Oh boy, and there's an Enderman. And I said I was going to try to get Enderman, but this is kind of a scary area. Is there anywhere that I can easily... Oh, there's another blaze over there. Crap. And he saw me. Yep, he's firing at me. Okay. Didn't manage to hit me. That's good, because a bunch of fire damage means a bunch of zombie flesh will have to spend. So it seems like there might be another tree over there that blaze was near. Oh, there's another Enderman over there, too. Gosh darn it. Okay, killed the zombie. Have a good hole. Let's look at the Enderman. And let's not set him on fire. And let's instead just hit him with the axe. Actually, the sword will work. I'm not going to use the sword very much. I prefer to save the axe with this extra attack damage for moments when I really need it. I don't have anything with looting on it yet. Okay, we didn't get an ender pearl, but at least we tried. And I guess I kind of can see from the little torchlight that I've left there. Yeah, let me do that. See that I have a little Enderman hidey hole over there. Okay, I'm curious since we're over here. Take a better look over it. Wow, it's like a giant spider web. I think there's some kind of light up there. Okay, this is one of the highest spots I've been on the map thus far. Cool look at the spider web over there. There is light over here. Oh boy. Okay, not exactly prepared for you. But I think I can probably knock you off. Crap, that didn't get far enough to knock him off. Skeleton spawner is probably worth saving in case I need to farm arrows at some point. Come on. There we go. Okay, and I think it's well enough lit that that's not going to spawn anything. We'll read the sign in just a moment. Okay, that scared me a ton when I just fell in there. Do you think this is an emerald? Does your Minecraft support cookies? So is this going to give me cookies? It is! Oh, wow. That's a lot of food. I am grateful. I have forgotten about the fact that I desperately need to eat, so let's do that first. Just in case this is a trap, I'm going to wait for my slowness to wear off so I'll be able to run away. Alright, so cookies. I've already opened the chest and nothing has gone off, so I'm going to grab a golden apple just to have it on the bar. And then break that. Okay, I don't think there's any trap. There's a green bit here. I imagine that's just to kind of like see it from far away and think that there's some kind of treasure here to help. And the skeleton, I guess I knocked him off down here, and so it's possible that he has a drop down there. And so I'm going to try to climb back down my sand and see if the skeleton dropped anything interesting or useful. Where was my sand pillar? Over here. Okay, meet you at the bottom. Okay, so the skeleton fell down here somewhere. Yeah, okay, dropped an arrow. Okay, so skeletons drop arrows as normal. And I managed to get 2 stacks of cookies, it looks like. And 2 stacks of cookies reminds me of the fact that in real life, I got some cookies today. This looks a little bit suspicious. Yeah, and I think at this point, I've made enough progress in today's episode that I deserve to eat them as a reward. And so I'm going to go do that. I will say, I hope as always that you guys are having a great day. And next time here in renderXR's Calamity Canyon, I guess I feel a little bit stronger now. I've got some more stone tools. I have lots of torches. I could try to take on dungeon number 1 and try to bring a wool back to the monument. So maybe we'll try to do that next time. I'll think about it between now and then. Hope you guys are having a great day. Bye-bye.